Hi, welcome to one-to-one-connection.com, where we get to know the business owner and the business better. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Alan Tay, the owner of DIB. Welcome, Doctor.
In fact, DIB Coffees of Hawaii.
DIB
Coffees of Hawaii.
I see.
Because eventually we will have DIB Hotel, DIB Bakery. So DIB is a standard deaf business, but it can be DIB Cafe, DIB Sandwich, DIB Laundry, DIB Restaurant, Western.
Good, very good. Dr. Day, what is DIB?
DIB stands for Deaf in Business.
Deaf in Business.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you started this DIB Cafe?
Almost 3 years.
3 years. Okay. What is so special about this DIB Cafe?
Well, as the name says for itself, the Deaf in Business means that we are a business, a social business that focuses on training, employing and empowering the deaf people, not just for Malaysia but for the whole world as well.
Only the deaf?
Deaf for a start.
For the start. Okay.
So God willing, if we take over the hotel in Malacca, then we would also involve those in wheelchair and also those who are autistic. Autistic.
They can be trained?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, for housekeeping, I'm sure the autistic can be done, can be used to do housekeeping. The wheelchair people will be there for front office.
Okay, all right. What inspired you to start this business with the deaf people, with the autistic, with the wheelchair bound?
That's a tough question. I always have this hard time trying to explain. All I can say is God's calling. I mean, it's not human. There's no human motivation there, because in a sense, there's lots of hard work, and I would say no money, because a lot of sacrifice of time, effort and money. So if it's not for God's calling, I don't think I will be doing this. In fact, many times, even like at least 10 times, I have tried to quit. Yeah, because it's so hard. Constrained by a lot of finance, lack of finance, and then also long hours. I have to balance with the other two other businesses. So sacrifices.
Okay, when you talk about finance, are you looking for sponsor?
We are looking for investors,
Investors.
More than sponsors. Investors, but investors who have a big heart, who have a merciful investors, compassionate investors, who would not expect return, short-term returns.
Short-term. So you will be starting to train all these deaf and autistic people.
Yep.
Have you done that?
Oh yeah. Deaf. We are being they're being trained even now. The last 3 years, our deaf staff, and we have one staff here who is also deaf and autistic. So they are being also trained. So I have full belief that the so-called the PWDs, or the people with disability, have a lot of talents that we have not tapped into yet. Yet they're not given the opportunity because they have some disability.
I think they just need an opportunity.
Definitely.
And people to have faith in them and believe in them.
Yeah.
And have confidence. I think you have done that part.
Yeah.
I could see quite a few people here. How many employees?
So far we have 10 deaf now. 10 deaf.
Okay.
And they all stay in the hostel.
How, for the past 3 years, how many have you trained total?
Well, I think at least 30.
30.
So what you see now is probably the third or fourth generation.
Okay.
Yeah. So
if this employee of you, after they have learned the skill of making coffee, making cake, making food, and they would like to start their own cafe, who should they look for? Are you going to sponsor them, or they should look for their own investor?
Well, the thing is that when we train our staff under the DIB banner, we want them to actually remain under the DIB banner, and so that when we expand our business, like next month we're going to open our kiosk in Taylor's Uni.
Okay.
It's a kiosk, but it's a big kiosk lah. So of course some staff will be transferred over there, and of course then also we hire some new staff who are deaf to be placed there as well. So that's where then they will train the new ones. So that's how the strategy goes. But if the staff were to learn all the skills here and to go out and open their own restaurant, then that defeats our main purpose. So we don't encourage that.
Okay.
But the fair fact that now that we are opening our kiosks in the Taylors, one of the boys here would be the first deaf staff who would be the recipient of our so-called profit sharing. So that would spark off our entrepreneurship scheme. So we will think for them. They don't have to worry about will I be a boss, because when we see that they are ready, we will make them a boss.
Good.
So they don't have to worry their head off. And best of all is our franchise scheme is so unique that we don't take any money from the staff.
Okay. Why Taylor's University? What do they gain out of this kiosk?
Well, Taylor saw the purpose, a win-win situation where Taylor's have now under their business school, they have their social business module. And so, besides just teaching the students about the theories of social business, they want the students to be involved practically in the social project. And what better project is to be involved in our DIB. So they will be there working, learning barista, cashiering, service, everything, and yet they'll be also earning some so-called profit sharing as well. We do make sure that they get some profit sharing. And now many unis are also having this same module, and so we are going to approach other unis as well. Sunday Uni, KDU, and most probably we can even move out of Malaysia now. We are ready to actually train deaf from Philippines. So already now in Philippines there are 40 deaf Filipinos waiting for us to commence our DIB Philippines project.
Is this your only branch?
Yeah, for the time being.
And you intend to expand? I mean, now you have this over here, and then you have the kiosk in Taylor's.
We also have one small kiosk operating on Sundays in our church, Metro Tabernacle.
Okay.
On Sundays only. That is it's very good for them to learn the barista skills, because over here the drinks are lesser, so they don't get to practice enough. But in the church there's more sales of coffee drinks, so they learn the skill. Because eventually we cannot open too many like this, full dining, because full dining is very taxing, very challenging. You need to have chefs to be there, and it's not easy to find hearing chefs who would like to be involved in a project. So we have to find another model where we don't rely on chefs, on hearing chefs, meaning that easy to make food, sandwiches, coffee, drinks. That will be our way forward.
I see. So it's like another kiosk, but just making sandwich and coffee.
Yeah, but a kiosk is not like the Ramly burger kind of, it's going to be more high class, talking about even like 500 square feet, like that.
Oh, that's big.
And currently, I'll be going to China very soon to design our own very kiosk, DIB kiosk, where it has its own look. So it means that eventually when you see that kiosk somewhere in the building or whatever, you say, aha, that is DIB kiosk, because it has its own unique look and design.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much for your time, Dr. Alan Day.
Okay.
So if you would like to contact Dr. Alan Day or DIB Coffees of Hawaii, you can look at the screen at this address and also the telephone number.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.